Hi everyone. Okay, now today I'm going to talk about the Bronze Spiritual Marketing Club membership, the yearly package. Okay, and just before I actually explain the Bronze package, I'm going to explain what the Spiritual Marketing Club membership actually is. Now, the Spiritual Marketing Club is now what I originally called the Business Spirit, a site that provided lots of resources and advice and courses for spiritual and holistic businesses. And it basically taught coaches, healers, and therapists, and anyone in this sort of industry how to market their business more effectively and professionally. And basically, what I do is teach you how to create a professional marketing campaign and create a marketing campaign that looks as if it's been done by a professional marketing expert without the tens of £1,000s that it costs. So to get it really professional looking and so that you reach the ideal clients that you deserve, the ideal clients that really are waiting for you, who are looking for you. Because now more than ever, it's very hard for coaches, healers, and therapists to stand out, particularly in social media marketing, where people are bombarded with fast feeds of information. And sadly, we have to market our services to reach our clients. And I know that most people who are coaches, healers, and therapists who just want to be of service most hate the marketing aspect. They hate having to try and get a sale. They hate having to sell their services. But it is a vital part of your business. And if you don't get your marketing right, you don't get the clients. So one of the things that I have realised working with a lot of coaches, healers, and therapists, particularly because a lot of them haven't came from a business background, is that they don't realise how much they have to invest in their marketing to turn it round into clients, particularly in today's climate. Okay, and there has been a huge change in the healing and coaching industry over the last 20 years. Now, I started studying in this area 25 years ago, and even when I look at just healers and therapists, it's unbelievable how many times there is, and I would say it's not just 100 times the therapist there was before, but maybe at least 1,000 times. And I'll give you an example. If we look at Reiki, when I done Reiki 25 years ago, most people didn't even know what Reiki was, and the first person who introduced me to Reiki 27 years ago, I had to travel 30 to 40 minutes to reach that person. Now, I don't live in a rural area or anything, and I had to travel far for many of the holistic disciplines that I used. To get naturopaths, to get certain specialists in holistic well-being. Okay, I had to travel 2 hours to get a craniosacral therapist. So now, most of these sort of disciplines are on many of our doorsteps. Okay, so there's a huge difference, and for what there was only, a handful of, say, Reiki healers, Reiki masters in Scotland. Now there's thousands and thousands, in fact, in our local area. There may be several people on our one street that are Reiki healers. Okay, a lot of people out there doing therapies. Okay, so one of the things we have to do in our marketing is be unique, be authentic, and that's one of the things that most healers and coaches and therapists want to be in their business, but they don't know how to be without being too gregarious or being too out there, if that makes sense. And there is so many ways that you can actually show your quirkiness, your uniqueness, your values, and your beliefs, and bring that all into your business. And that is what I help holistic and spiritual businesses do, is match up their marketing to their values and to help them reach the clients, their ideal clients. Okay, so the Spiritual Marketing Club was designed for that. And the membership platform is basically a resource of over £1,000 worth of marketing courses, and it'll continually go up the more courses will be getting added to it, but at nominal fees. So there'll be different levels, but you can access this material that would normally cost you hundreds of thousands for a nominal fee. So for example, the very basic level is the bronze level, which I'm starting the club off and the membership off. And the bronze membership gives you access to £400 worth of marketing resources, plus a support group. And if you buy it before the end of July, I'm going to throw in a one-to-one mentoring session with myself worth £100. Okay, so you're getting it for only £150 for the year. So technically, if you look at the mentoring session, you're only really paying £50 and you're getting £400 worth of marketing. And despite it being at the moment and valued at £400, I'm very modest in my pricing. Most people would charge double or three times. And even some of the courses I do, a lot of people don't, they're not doing, how I work, is probably very different from other people. But even when I look at some other spiritual marketing packages, for one of their courses alone, you're talking about £2,000 or £3,000. So that'll give you an idea, okay? And what I'm doing in the basic Spiritual Marketing Club, the membership, the bronze one, is giving you access to the main foundations and all you really need to make sure you create a powerful marketing campaign. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So the Spiritual Marketing Club is basically, and the Spiritual Marketing Club membership is basically all you need to start and to maintain a powerful marketing campaign. Okay, now for 99% of you who are in the coaching, healing, or therapy industry, this is probably the most important and the most fundamental parts of your business, because these are the things that most people miss out and they don't get right. And if you get these things right and you do these courses, you'll find that your business gets so much easier. You know who your ideal client is, you know the products they want, you know where they hang out, you know what sort of, how you have to market your products, how your clients want to see those products, because it has to connect, has to engage. And then how to make your marketing more what I call magical or more engaging, so that you're actually visible and they shine out to those clients. Okay, so as you can see, the investment at the moment is £150. It's technically £445 worth of marketing, plus the live question and answer sessions you will get in the group and the coaching session. And I'm just going to take you down here just to show you a little bit more. Now that offer should say the end of July instead of June, but let's take you down a bit. Okay, so what is a soul client? This actually RRPs, as you can see when we click into it, at £37, but I'm selling it on the platform at the moment for free, just because I'm trying to introduce people to this new platform. So what is a soul client? And we're just going to show you briefly all the modules in relation to this. So even though it's a mini course, you've got introduction to what is a soul client and what is a soul client, what attracts a soul client, and there's a few bonuses including a webinar in there. And this is all about where a soul client is the most powerful client that you can attract in your business. This is about explaining to you that if you start focusing on this type of client, okay, your business starts to get easier. And the biggest problem is so many people focus on everything and anything rather than the clients that will actually buy, okay? So I'm just going to take you back to the platform. Let's see, this is the fundamental one that everyone needs to know to make the most of the business, and that is know your client. Identify your client, identify your soul client, and then attract them, okay? So this course is designed to step by step work out. It gives you the tools and the questions to ask yourself to work out who your ideal client is or your soul client is, okay? Or both. And it helps you create client profiles. Create a client profile of yourself first so that you get a feel of what you would be to be someone's client. Who are you as a person, and what, the avatar of you. And then what it does, it shows you how to know your ideal and recognize your ideal client and soul client in relation to the solutions you're offering, to the expertise, to who you match up and who you resonate with, okay? And who they will resonate with, because it has to be an exact match. And this shows you different ways to really work out and start seeing the common denominators between you and your ideal clients. It shows you how to start creating a client profile, obviously, of them, with some extra resources, and it helps you identify and work out where that ideal client or soul client actually hangs out. Where will you find them? Okay. Then it shows you simple ways and helps you work out what you need to do to target and to attract and reach that type of client. Okay. Because it's all about emotion, all about connection. Okay. So there's a couple of bonuses in that one, including a podcast where I take you along part of your soul journey, part of your life so far, and the experience, your qualifications, your gifts, and what that relates to in your soul clients. Right? So my courses are not just marketing, they're very spiritual, they're about being authentic, they're about helping you identify your greatest gifts and strengths and to bring that into your business, because that's what it's all about. So let's go back. Then we have create products clients want. One of the biggest things I see, particularly with coaches, is the sad part is there is so many coaches out there, and many coaches are failing because they're all trying to sell the same sort of products, but they're not identifying what their clients want. They're identifying what they think their client wants, or what they want to offer, or the way they want to offer, and they're not quite matching up what their client wants at that point. So there is no point spending 6 months designing this amazing product, getting into all the launch of it, getting all the marketing right, getting someone to do this part, that part, and then boom, no one buys. So this helps you, no matter if it's an online freebie you're giving, if it's a big online coaching program that you're offering, free download, free opt-ins, lead magnets, whatever, or even a product or service in your therapy clinic. This shows you how to make sure and get back to basics. And imagine you're starting from scratch and looking at your business, your gifts and your skills more objectively, and then to create products and services around your solutions, around your gifts, instead of your modality, because that is the biggest mistake many businesses make, specifically in the holistic and spiritual industry. Okay, so easy Facebook marketing. Now, don't be fooled that this is just a basic Facebook course. It's not. Again, it's about how to turn Facebook into a professional business page and make it look professional, and to use and utilize the different elements of Facebook as effectively as you can, and about to really brand your Facebook. So many people just do what everyone else does, and they don't use different parts of Facebook, like the banner, the information, the sections, the right way to maximize their business. They don't post correctly. They don't post the right amount of times. Now, this all changes, and yet a lot of things on Facebook change, but they miss the basics. And also they forget that Facebook is a social media, okay? And you have to socialize in Facebook. So this course is a full modular course. It includes a lot of upgrades and extra bonuses, and it will continue to do so. So this is something, as it continues to get upgraded, you will be entitled and you will get access to the upgrades. So, and what I did mean to mention as well, what I did forget, is most of these courses market about £97, okay? Some of them are up to £100 now. I'm just going, so if you see this one is normally RRPs at 97, and I will go back and show you that, but most of these other courses, even though they're priced at 77, they actually, some of them retail at 197, okay? But at the moment, because again, I am relaunching this, I want people to be able to also buy separate units if they want at a low cost price, okay? So the last course on this one, but definitely not the least, is this 21 Steps to Magical Marketing course. Now, I realise I've not put up a landing page on this one, so I need to sort that. But anyway, the 21 Steps, Magical Marketing course, I'm getting excited here, is a really fun course, and everyone's loved this course because they found it very creative. They've learned to do a lot of things that they thought they'd have to get a graphic artist to do, and they've learned to do some things with their banner and use their colours more effectively, and I've gave away a lot of secret, trade secrets and resources that a lot of professionals use that are free. I've showed people how to make little memes and inspirational quotes, all these sort of things that can really help you launch a more effective marketing campaign and help you stand out, and how to use your colours, how to maximise your campaign to keep engagement, because social media is not just about putting a few posts out. You have to keep engaging, you have to keep reminding your clients. So the 21 Step Magical Marketing was originally based on a 21-day course, but no one could keep up with me. So I gave so much away that people were still trying to complete it months away. But I've left that all in it so that you can dip in and out over the year and use the little tips and resources that I've used in the 21 Step to Magical Marketing course. So this one retails at 97, but at the moment it's 77. But again, as I explain, you're getting all of these courses, and let's just show you, for example, the Create Products Clients Want. This usually actually retails at, it's actually at half price for £97. At 197. So basically the match up is 77. It's actually far less than half price. So it's saying there, as you see, 77. So I'll have to change some of that. But you can see. So a lot of these courses are worth a lot more than what they are marketed at. So you're getting all of this for a year, access for full 12 months. So well over £445, and technically it's more than that. Plus, I'm throwing in a one-to-one mentoring session with me for £150. Why am I doing this? Because I know how hard it can be in this industry. And what I want to do is make sure that the people who are really invested in the business and I really want their business to succeed have the tools to do so. So this costs less than £3 a week, and you get access to all that. And by getting a one-to-one session with me, I can help identify your great strengths, but also maybe, certain things that you need help with. And also when you're in the group, I know and I understand your business, so I can support you better because I want to know who's in the group. I want to work and relate to and help, the members of the group as much as I can. Okay, but I wanted to make sure that the group was an exclusive group for people that were invested. They weren't just people who were running the business as a sideline and not really invested. I wanted to make sure that I'm working with people who were like me, completely invested. And I struggled at times just like everyone else. There were certain times I actually had to take a second job and I had serious health challenges, so I was limited to what I could do. But I knew that this was the career for me, so I made these sacrifices. And I invested 10 times, 20 times in marketing what most people are investing now because it was completely different. It's far cheaper in many ways to market your business now than what it was 18 years ago, 17 years ago. Okay, so this is the Spiritual Marketing Club membership, the bronze membership. And just to recap, I will be adding probably something like a gold and silver. It may have different names. I may have to change the names. I'm not quite sure of the name, even the bronze, but at the moment I wanted just to put something out there, but there will be different levels. If this is something that you really wanted to get in, get involved with, get into right away, let me know. Jump on, buy the course, or email me at info-stress-coach.co.uk. Now, if there is some of you who find that the full investment right now, you just don't, there's no way that you can find that money. Okay? Speak to me. There may be ways that we can drip delay the courses and you can pay it up. Okay? Maybe, speak to me about it. Okay? But I do want to make sure that I wanted to try and make this as affordable as possible. Obviously, I'm giving away an awful lot. Okay, I can't lower it anymore. But if you want to get involved and you want to really start attracting the right clients and get your marketing right from the beginning and the basics, and it doesn't matter if you've been going in business 20 years, have a relook. Is your business working? Are you filling your diary? Are you filling your clinic? If not, let's look at your marketing. Okay, so I hope to see you in the Spiritual Marketing membership in the Facebook group. I hope to connect and I'm looking forward to the proper launch in August. Thank you.